Your backyard, roll around on the grass, wherever's comfortable to do some movement. Let's get ready to flow.
Hey, Pixie Flows is here. What's up, Pixie?
Hi, Pixie Flows.
Hello.
So the pinned comment this week is Sloth Yoga. Send a heart if you love sloths.
I love sloths.
There's a heart. Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Well, how are we gonna get started?
We're just gonna do some light movement, wake up the body. Gonna kind of focus on the lower back and relieving the lower back through the hips. I have a back injury, so if anyone else is kind of hurting down there, this would be a good class to help loosen you up. Let's get to it.
Beautiful.
Why don't we all start in child's pose? Nice deep breath. Toes, maybe toes touching, knees slightly wide. Fingertips spread wide. Forehead touching the ground. Hips back to the heels.
Ian, turn towards.
Yeah, okay. Coming up into all fours. And do a little cat-cow. We're going to inhale, the head going up, and exhale, compressing the core. Maybe customize this pose a little bit. Do some circles, alternate from child's pose. We're gonna crawl your opposite arm to the opposite end of the mat in this position, and you're gonna grab the side of your hand. Create a stretch in your side body. Really breathe into that side body. I'm going to crawl our fingertips to the other side. The kind of breathing we're looking for this morning is long inhales and exhales. You're going to do some throat breathing, so a good indicator that you're breathing behind the throat but exhaling out the nose as you sound like Darth Vader. So let's tap into our Darth Vader sloth this morning. All right. Come back up to all fours. I'm going to extend the right hand and extend the left foot and reach. We have our right foot firmly pressed on the ground, hand aligned with shoulder. I'm gonna go elbow to knee. Do that 3 times, elbow to knee. Switch sides now. Extend the left hand, extend the right foot.
Thank you guys if you're just joining. I see some heart eyes, some actual hearts on the screen. Looks like a lot of people love sloths.
Oh yeah. Go back to all fours on the ground. Now we're going to sit on our heels. And we're going to tuck our feet, tuck our toes. You want to make sure your feet are lined up with your hips, pointing straight. We're going to slightly sit back into our toes. Wake up our feet. That way we could really feel grounded into the earth today. Breathe deep all the way into your feet. It's supposed to kind of be overwhelming at first, perhaps. Alright. Going up into down dog. Nice inhale and vibrational exhale out the mouth. And wake up the calves a little bit. Maybe straightening one and bending the other. You can reach back with opposite hand to opposite heel. Okay. Gonna do some light hops.
Very slothy.
Oh yeah. Pretending your tree is pretend your yoga mat is a sloth tree. Okay. Gonna come forward into plank. Hannah's doing a modified plank. It's awesome. Encourage you to do whatever feels right for you this morning. Activate the core, suck in the belly, straight spine, hands aligned with shoulders, hip distance apart, wide fingertips. And we're going to slowly lower to the ground for 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a baby cobra. So we're going to bring our fingertips back towards our ribs, chin up. We're going to keep a straight neck and toes firmly pressed on the ground and shoulder blades compressing. And lifting with the inhale and holding with the exhale. And then down. Left cheek to the mat. Let's wake up that lower back and kind of scissor kick our feet back and forth, side to side. Oh yeah. It's slothy. Ever make some sloth noises this morning? You know, if just trust your higher self. There's a sloth somewhere deep inside of you. Hannah's a professional. All right. We're gonna do another. Let's do another baby cobra. This time, we're going to have the option of grabbing our hands behind the back once we are up in the air. So feet firmly pressed down, shoulder blades compressed, chin off the ground. Raise with the inhale, hold with the exhale. Open up that chest, breathe into the chest. Make sure to keep a straight neck. Oh yeah.
A sloth.
All animals welcome, even wiener sloths. Hey buddy. Let's see, got some new friends. Hi, Minotaur. La Jolla Holmes in the house.
This is some hearts, some prayer hands, some thumbs up, some heart eyes.
Oh, a little sweat this morning. It's hot. I can feel this heat. All right.
Open this door.
Bring it back to child's pose. Maybe open a window.
I don't know if this will help because it's pretty hot outside too.
It'll be nice. It's lots like fresh air. They don't want to be all cooped up in here. Okay, coming back up into downward facing dog. Okay. Gonna lift one leg, our right leg to the sky. And we're gonna let it hang over our hip. And then we are gonna trace our names with our toe to wake up all ranges of motion in the hip. Maybe flip your dog. All right, back to down facing dog. We're gonna do the other side. Left foot to the sky. Flip your dog if you'd like, or flip your sloth. Nice, look at that. Okay. Let's walk to the front of the mat. Do a little micro bend in the knees if that feels good. Maybe do some circles. slowly come up. Your chin coming to chest being the last thing that you bring up. Bring up your shoulders to your ears, straightening the spine, and then bringing up your chin. We're going to lift our hands to the sky, bring them together, let it fall, thumb fingers down to our third eye. A little micro bend in the knees, thumb toes touching. We're going to start to fall back, but we're going to make sure our chest goes up faster than it goes back as we recline. We want to protect that lower back. Look to the sky. Open up the chest and fall back a little bit if that feels right. Hands to chest. Hands to the sky again and fall over. Hands to the ground. Maybe grab each elbow or hands behind the neck. Bend your knees and really compress your belly into your thighs. And open up that back. Alright, stepping into downward dog, and into plank, and coming down for a freestyle vinyasa. Gonna go right leg to the sky, right knee to right elbow, and hold. Engage that core, and then extend the right leg and bring it over to the left elbow and hold. And from here, we're going to want to extend our left foot. Land on our ankle on our side. Going to do some light pulses here. Wake up the hip. Straight arms. Maybe look over the right shoulder. Coming back to down dog and switching sides. Left foot to left elbow. Holding. Making sure those hands are stacked underneath shoulders. Extending the leg. Left foot to right elbow, hold. And then extending that foot to the side. Keeping your hands aligned with your shoulders. Maybe do a light pulse. Stretching out that hip. And looking over your left shoulder. And back to down dog. Freestyle vinyasa. To child's pose. Now from this child's pose, we're going to bring our knees close together, feet touching. We're going to reach our hands back, forehead touching the ground. We're going to grab our heels. We're going to lift our hips to the sky, stretch out the back, keeping our feet planted on the ground. Let's go into a downward facing dog. Right foot to the sky. Bringing in between the hands and planting your foot. Then go into a high lunge. From here, we're going to take our left hand, plant it on the ground next to our foot, wide fingers, and reach for the sky and do a twist. Keeping both my hands aligned and looking over my right shoulder. The option to place your right hand behind your back and twist, looking deeply over your shoulder. We're going to do a little circle with our hand. Bringing our right hand and wrapping it around the ankle. Kind of stretching the groin a little bit. Loosening up the back that way. And unwrapping and bringing our foot back to plank. Doing a vinyasa flow. I like doing this position with my toes tucked when I want to focus on back pain. Really opens up the lower back. So you can try tucking your toes. See, I'm going to do the other side now. Left foot to the sky. Coming forward, planting in between the hands, going for a high lunge. We're going to keep our knees stacked above the ankle, fingertips spread wide, reaching for the sky, and keeping our hips squared. You can even take your hands and grab your hips, kind of adjust them, suck in the belly a little bit. You can do a light cough. And we're going to bring our right palm to the ground, wide fingertips, left hand to the sky. The option to bring our left hand behind our back and look over our shoulder. A little circle. We're going to bring our hand and wrap it around our ankle and thrust forward. Keeping our hips squared. Letting our head hang a little bit. Maybe doing some more sloth noises, relieving the tension in your face. unwrapping our foot. I see all those baby sloths out there. There's more than we thought. All right. Back to down dog, doing a vinyasa flow. Gonna go right foot to the sky. Bring it in, planting. Bring our left heel to the ground. Toes facing slightly forward into a warrior two. Bring our hands forward, flip the palm, and go back for a reverse warrior. You can put your hand in your hip crease or grab the back of your leg. Now coming forward for side angle, reaching for the sky. Can even go for a bind here if you feel called to do so. Unwrapping, doing a circle, bring your left palm to the ground. Going for another twist on the other side, reaching for the sky. Bring your right foot back. And I do the other side now. Planting that left foot. Dropping our right heel. Warrior two. Can have our back foot slightly out towards the side of the mat. Help square the hips. I'm going to bring our hand forward and flip the palm. Going to reverse warrior.
With some hearts and Flower Life wants to see the full body. She's new to yoga. Okay.
And now we're going
Adjust the
to
angle.
side angle. And if you feel called to overachieve this morning and do a bind, feel free to do so. Keeping that shoulder lifted towards the sky. Peeling open the chest. Breathing into that chest. And then reversing for your twist. Bringing our foot back. We're going to go into lizard pose and set up for half pigeon. Right foot to the sky, coming in. You can drop your knee, your left knee. Firmly press your foot on the ground. I'm gonna reach up, maybe grab one knee, maybe grab both, and you can lightly press your knee out towards the outside of your mat. Feel free to even let your right toes come out a little bit to the side. Some more sloth noises here. Maybe let your head hang. Then we're gonna drag our toes across the mat to the other side and transition into half pigeon. So we want to have our hips squared, a foot straight back, and don't worry about your right foot being completely straight, parallel to the mat and sideways. If you can, that's great. But more focus on your hips, driving a little more towards your heels, and then letting your chest fall and your head hang, rather than bringing your hips over your legs. You want to keep them going backwards, and slowly let your head hang to the ground. And really breathe deeper than you have all day into this position. Louder, vibrational breaths. Sometimes in this position I like doing a diamond with my hands in the center just because it helps keep me super balanced and aligned in my core. And I can really release. I'm gonna come up slowly, straighten the arms, and we're gonna reach back and grab the outside of our toes with our right hand. We're gonna look back over our shoulder. And we're gonna do the other side now. Knee drop. Drag that left foot to the other side of the mat. Straighten your right leg. Maybe drop to your elbows and then slowly release. You can even make a cup with your hands to put your head in, whatever is comfortable for you. Coming up, grabbing our right foot from the outside of our foot and looking back, over our shoulder. And then we're gonna kind of shake out the legs and then meet in seated position. Alright. Shake out the legs. We're going to stretch out the hips a little bit. We're going to do one leg over the other. Crisscross applesauce. You're going to move your cheekbones back. You can use your hands in through the nose. Reach for the sky. Straight spine. And then come forward faster than you come down. Fingertips to the ground. You firm up your fingertips, let your head hang, and just breathe into your hips. And let your head fall as close to the ground as feels right. Notice when I really focus on the hips, it can help the most with my lower back pain. Carrying our body all day. We carry a lot down there. Now switching sides. Bringing our cheekbones back in case they slip. Reaching for the sky. Tightening the belly and falling forward faster than we're falling down. Control, firming the fingertips and letting the head fall. Chin to chest. I'm gonna straighten the legs out. Bring the cheekbones back again. You can even do a micro bend if you want in the knees, if your hamstrings are feeling tight. Gonna reach for the sky. And then come towards your toes. Sniff your armpits a little bit this morning. Oh yeah. And then maybe slowly straighten out your legs more. Coming back. Let one leg come out to the side. Right foot in, left hand grabs for left foot, and then we're going to open up the side body a little bit in this hamstring stretch and groin stretch. Up and hang over, look to the side. Still want to keep the core activated, belly stuck in, cheekbones both to the mat. Maybe some circles. And slowly switching to the other side. Okay, I'm gonna go to boat pose. Cough, do a light cough and suck in the belly. Palms straight out to the wall. Kind of push out your toes, firm up the feet. And then we're going to come down very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. And right before our head is about an inch off the ground, we're going to come back in. We're going to do this 3 times, a little core workout. So straighten the legs and then bring the knees back to chest. We're going to grab fingers, twist to the side. Keeping that belly sucked in. And then slowly falling to our backs. Now we're gonna set up for a twist. Let's see. Maybe I should go to the other side so everyone can see. On both cameras. Alright. So we're gonna lift our right leg up. And we're gonna bring it over across our knees. Have your knees bent or your knees straight, whatever feels right for you. Right fingers spread wide, straight out. I'm gonna grab my left hand and put it gently and press on my hip, and then look towards my right hand. And really breathe into the side body. There shouldn't be any sharp pains in the lower back. That means your spine's not aligned correctly. So make it more of a side twist and still have a tight core, but relaxing the core at the same time. It's kind of like a balance there. We're wringing out any toxins in the gut right now. Switching sides, left knee over right knee, left palm out, looking towards our left hand, right palm gently below the knee, pressing, or you could even have your right hand straight out, or you can do an L with both your hands with whatever your body type. There's different variations there. But you want to focus on keeping both your shoulder blades on the mat. We're going to go into maybe like a 30-second Shavasana, and then Hannah is going to finish off with some breath work to start our day nice and alert with clarity and Hannah, you want to do some breath work for us?
Yeah, as we're laying, I'll invite everyone to begin to lengthen their inhalations and lengthen their exhalations. And really filling the body up with air and fully emptying. And with the next breath then, we're going to transition to a seated position at your own pace. I'll really invite you to move really mindfully and maybe synchronize your breath with how you move. And either seated on the knees or in a crisscross position. This way. We're going to end practice with breath fire, which is a really invigorating breath that can really send energy into all parts of yourself, and it's like drinking a cup of coffee without having all the caffeine, and it's just on your life force energy, and it's great. And before anything, we'll first release the shoulders away from the ears, lengthening through the spine. Together, we'll take a full breath in through the nose and let it out with a sigh. We'll do one more like that, inhaling fully. Letting it go with a sigh. And just for a moment, I'll demonstrate breath of fire. My hand will come to my stomach, and it's sharp exhalations out the nose. And on the exhalation, my belly button goes towards my spine. So it can look something like this. So the inhalation almost naturally rises just with a sharp exhale. So together we'll inhale fully, exhale, let it go. I'll keep count of how long we go. Take a full breath in, exhale, breath of fire. Great job, keep going. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on the exhale, being completely empty. And when you need to, taking a slow, nourishing breath in, breathing in new ideas, new energy, feelings of lightness. And maybe the hands come to the knees or hands come to the heart center, wherever feel great for you. And watching the breath come back into its natural rhythm. Taking the wisdom and the energy of the sloth with us throughout the day. And I'd like to open up to the room to ask what lessons the sloth has to teach us. I'll go first, and I'll say that the sloth teaches us to come back into presence. That's my answer. What's the sloth teach you?
Just to take things slow and keep climbing and have a nice bright look on her face, welcoming and joyful and friendly. Oh yeah.
Are there any other, anyone else feel called to share
Sloth yoga.
The sloth is inspiring me to release the rat racer.
Yeah. Out with the rat and with the sloth.
Yes.
We're moving forward.
Evolution.
Yeah, I get that vibe of go slow, life is long. You know, they live like really long times because they don't have to do too much. It's goals.
Still reaching far for those limbs and those trees, but at a different pace. Oh yeah.
And with all these wonderful lessons and vibes that the sloth gives us, Spirit give us the courage and the wisdom to integrate this in how we best need. And the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, and thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Sloth yoga.
Thank you for joining us. I will see you next Friday. Check out what we have in store tonight at 5 o'clock. Gonna be stellar. A lot of awesome content coming your way.
Some hearts. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Thank you.